Well, hi everybody, it's Jim Greenleaf again, and I'm with Jeremy Harrider, who of course is the president, the CCO, the man in charge, the great saver of our economy. Well, no, not really. But
one house at a time, Jim.
That's
one house at a time.
One house at a time. That's right. Now, as we left before, we put it out in the public, the short sales, the programs, the way you were saving houses one at a time, and give us an update on that.
Well, the short sale, the banks now are really starting to move. When we started doing this, it was taking 6, 7, 8 months to get one done. Now we're getting them done in 30 to 60 days. We just got an approval last week, 7 days from the time we submitted the offer to the bank as a short sale. We had an approval in 7 days, which is great for the homeowner.
That is. So new programs?
Many new programs. They're leading into many options of saving your home from foreclosure. The foreclosure is so harsh on your credit, and that's what we live by. I mean, they check your credit to get a job nowadays, and so this is something that really we need to keep people from foreclosure, and they need to know that there are options to saving your credit from that foreclosure.
Okay, Superman. I think that's great, but talk is cheap.
Okay.
So what can you show us in evidence of what you're saying?
We've been closing short sales in my office since 2008. We've continued to pressure, so we've gone from the 8 and 9 month short sales to the 7-day short sale now, 30-day escrow. But the biggest thing the questions that we get and the things that I still see in the marketplace is that people, they don't know what to do and they're scared, and trust is such a big factor. So what we've done is we have a wonderful couple here today that is going to be able to kind of explain to you their situation, kind of take a look at where you probably may be sitting now too, and tell you the evolution of where they are today. I'm here today with Tommy and Holly B. Miller. We just recently took them from out of foreclosure through a short sale, and now they're into the position of being able to look at home ownership again sooner than later. So, Tommy, why don't you give the viewers here a little idea of what you went through and where you started and where you are today?
Okay. Looking to improve our situation and move into a house on the west side of town, and we did, and the market was great. This was in 06, and put a large sum down. We bought a house for $400,000. Great house. We loved it. And at the time, our salaries were good. I was making a little bit of overtime. I work in government, so I'm a civil servant. And, our salaries were good. I mean, it was a little bit, we kind of shot a little bit over, but we figured we're always going to get raises in life. The economy was going well and stuff. And so we were doing great, and then being as I'm a state worker, they cut down our salary by 15%, which in turn turned our overtime pay into flat rate pay. So if you worked overtime, it wasn't time and a half pay. So it affected me in various ways as far as our sum of our income was coming in. It vastly changed it, and when we came to the point to where we really wanted to hold on to our home. We wanted to stay in our house. We loved our home. Our kids loved it, and we came to a point to where we were taking on water, and we tried to get modifications.
That's what we were trying to do. We were trying to go about doing everything in the right manner. We wanted to maintain credit. So that's what we did. We researched. I was on the computer for hours a day. I was on the phone for hours a day. He's got a pay cut. The economy comes out from underneath our feet, just like it does the whole entire United States of America, the world, practically. So, we were, every person that we called, every time we would talk to our bank, they would tell us that they had this program, that we could go into that program, so that we would do it. We would do the program, they would deny us the program, and the very same day, excuse me, we would get a phone call saying, well, we can help you. So then we would go right into another program, and then, just right back into the same thing. Nobody could help us. We have all of our personal documentation out.
Right. So let me ask you this. From the time that started, how long for you, I mean, obviously you were handling a lot of the paperwork. I mean, obviously throughout the days and talking to people and trying to get things accomplished. How long did that last for you?
Months and months. I mean, initially, we were using some of our surplus savings,
Right.
Yeah,
because
we were
to make up for the funds that we lost. We were
Sure.
using our surplus,
Right.
and it got to the point where people were telling, just stay current. We're going to help you next month. Oh, give me your next pay stub. Give me next month's pay stub. Every month was like, in 2 more weeks, I think this is going to happen for you guys with this mod.
this
But
is a
it
program
wasn't
that we're
happening,
doing.
and our savings was deplenishing.
Our credit is important to us, and
Sure.
so we had never been put into a position of bankruptcies or a foreclosure was not an option at that
Right.
point.
Let me ask you from a practical standpoint now, because I know a lot of the viewers are out there in this same situation. But I mean, as a family, I mean, what was the stress like for you guys at home?
Devastating. It was devastating. Just bickering, constant arguing. And instead of it being a comfortable home environment that you can create and raise your family, it just becomes a burden.
Right. And there's a lot of people out there today that are like that. And I want them to know that is that's not you don't look at the house as a I don't care and take away from everything, because there's so much more to life, and there's so much more for you to get. And so what I want them to see is you went through this, and so
Well, I think that's where you stepped in.
yeah, well,
When
I
you
got
stepped
that. Once you and I spoke, and you understood that a short sale was possible, and that it could keep you out of foreclosure. Just kind of give them a synopsis of what happened next.
Well, don't get me wrong. We'd already ran through all these different programs, all these different things, so I can surely say that we were definitely still skeptical.
Okay, there's only 2 choices, only 2 things you could do at that point. You can foreclose and go down, or you could short sell. There's no other. The banks are deny. So you got 2 choices at that point, and that's where we linked up with Jeremy, and he gave us some really good advices.
And ultimately, we knew that a short sale would be better than a foreclosure for ourselves in the future, to be able to hopefully take advantage of the market the way that it is now and become homeowners again, pick ourselves back up. So we, in our minds, knew that the short sale and everything that you'd explained to us, and really, the fact that we didn't have to do anything.
It's just a normal sell. Nobody knows the difference. And I think that part is very important for people to understand, and that for you guys is people don't want to know, your business, right? That, and so when we transitioned from that, for you guys, and tell the people now where you are today, how the excitement that's going on in your life now.
Ultimately, it's good to know that we're finally secure again with where we're at. We're renting right now, which is fine with me, but we know that we're in a position to be able to purchase again, to be able to take advantage of the opportunities that maybe first-time homeowners are going to have. It's good to know that we are set up and moving in the right direction again. So it's nice to feel comfortable.
So there you have it. A real-life story of what most people have gone through in this economy, and the B. Millers are going to be right back in this game, purchasing a home and starting on that life of equity again, instead of being upside down. And it's out there for you too. And it's time to look at the light at the end of the tunnel, to reach for that light and start moving forward. Thank you.
Jeremy, I think the most important thing here is that they're maintaining the lifestyle they're accustomed to.
That's right.
And they're moving forward with confidence that it's going to be light at the end of the tunnel.
There is.
Thank you, Jeremy. Thank you for the Millers.
Thank you.